Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. It is February 19th, fabulous Friday. I'm excited to be here with you. My name is Keely. Our quote of the day today is, "A well-educated mind will always have more questions than answers." We have our dates for national conference. We'll be meeting online for our national conference this year. The dates are March 18th through the 20th, coming up right around the corner. Make sure you do get your tickets. They are available in Helios. I was able to find them just by searching for nationals in the calendar. Go over to March and you'll see the event right there. The theme this year is shifting higher into focused transformation. Really looking forward to the national conference, and I'm excited to see the music video because we had a lot of fun last weekend putting together a fun music video. All right, so we have our dates for Leaders Retreat as well. Mark your calendar for August 20th through the 24th. We'll be going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Very excited for our leadership retreats. Mondays at 4 p.m. we have our Renatus Founders Live, where we get to connect with our CEO and hear about any announcements that might be happening. We also get some recognition, the top 10 ICMs in the company, and also a training and a great story of the week. So make sure you are tuning in on Mondays at 4 p.m. to the Founders Live on Facebook. Monday nights, we have our national study groups. Right now, we are working our way through the essentials courses. So do tune into the Monday night study groups and get your new students involved. If you haven't already, download the Renatus Helios app. Go to your app store, and it's a free app. You can download that to your phone, and it's got some really cool features and just a nice way to be able to quickly check on things through the app on your back office. So do download that app. Every week at 6 p.m. on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we have our Private Capital Masterclass. Last night, we had that with Dane Clark, and he has had a lot of experience with private capital, so that's why he's the one facilitating that. And make sure you're watching your classes, having those private capital conversations, and bringing any questions, struggles, wins to this masterclass and get those worked out with some experts. And then we have the Dream Call, but that's the daily real estate action mastermind that happens every day, Monday through Friday, right after this call, where we talk all things about real estate investing. And then we have our morning marketing call that we're on right now, the daily team call from 8 to 9, every Monday through Friday. And then last but not least, we have the Zoom up call. Scott Rowe and Michael Huggins put this together to essentially interview a different student each day of the week. And so what they've done is created a compilation of videos that are just 15 to 20 minutes long. And they're just full of incredible stories from across the nation of people reaching success in Renatus. So tune into the Zoom up calls. If you're not able to make it live, you can catch those Zoom up calls on our YouTube channel. Oh yes, OES.com. This is a great website. You definitely want to check this out. If you're not a part of the OES, watch the video on the site. It talks about what the optional event subscription is and what comes with it, why you want to be a part of that. If you're looking to introduce your guests to the Profits Education, you can do so by getting them in front of Bob Tierney on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. where he does a Profits Introduction meeting. Every week we do a virtual house tour, and these have been really, really powerful. I'd like to grab the numbers from each week. I didn't get them this week, unfortunately, but the week prior, it was a really great deal. Lily Puertas showed us that there are multiple ways to get out of a deal. So it was really cool to see a few different exit strategies that are all profitable. So tune in on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time to the virtual house tour and get your guests there as well. And then every Thursday night, we've got a couple of different events, as you can see, that you can choose from. So we have our house tour that's offered in Spanish. So on Wednesday nights, it's in English, same house tour on Thursday nights in Spanish. And then we have our Pillars of Wealth intro presentation, our follow-up and funding onboarding session. We've got our Velocity Banking study group, which I'm hearing great things about. And then we've got our multifamily wholesaling and short-term rental study groups. So do tune in on Thursday nights. Everything is at 7 p.m. So you do need to pick and choose which one fits you and your goals. We record these morning calls. You can catch them on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. Renatus Team Elevate is the private Facebook page where there's lots of important announcements. You get to network with the team, so do make sure you're a part of that page. And then our YouTube channel has these recordings as well as all of those Zoom up calls that I just mentioned. So today is Fabulous Friday. I'm really excited for what Lily has to share with us today, but first we will do our money matrix exercise. So let me switch over to that and get a notepad ready. We'll do the exercise together at the end here. And I just want to make sure it's not going to play too fast. So let it catch up with me here. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm trying to get it from 1.5 speed down to, okay, I think 1.2 will do. And play.
This woman is running her way to world peace. They say if you ever lose faith in humanity, go out and watch a marathon. From the elite runners to the back of the pack, you'll never see so much heart and grit and determination in one place. Every single runner has a story. Why are they running? Who are they running for? What are they running from? One of the most inspirational marathon runners in recent memory is Kenyan Tegla Laroup. Born in Kapsay Village, Kenya, Laroup grew up with 24 siblings. She spent her childhood working fields, tending cattle, and looking after younger brothers and sisters. Her running talent became apparent at the age of 7 when Laroup began attending school. She ran 10 kilometers, 6.1 miles, to and from school. She did that barefoot. Laroup ran her first major marathon in New York in 1994 and won. She was the first African woman to win the New York Marathon. As a consequence, she became an important role model in her country. She won the New York City Marathon again in 1995 and finished third in 1998. She also won the Rotterdam Marathon in 1997 and 1999, the Berlin Marathon in 1999 and finished second in 2001, and finished second at the 1999 Osaka Marathon. During the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney, Laroup, who was favorite to win gold in the marathon and the 10,000-meter race, got food poisoning the night before the opening race. Nevertheless, the Kenyan took to the starting line in each race. Weak and dehydrated, she finished 13th in the marathon and 5th in the 10,000-meter the following day. She was barefoot on each occasion. Afterwards, Laroup said she ran the marathon out of a sense of duty to all the people looking up to her as a role model in Kenya. In 2003, Laroup founded the Tegla Laroup Peace Foundation. The foundation's mission is to improve peace building, livelihoods, and resilience of poor people affected by and vulnerable to conflicts and civil strife in the world. It was created in an effort to bring together warring tribes and religions within Kenyan and Ugandan communities and make a difference to the lives of those people that are suffering. According to Tegla, people are fighting because they cannot access education, so they have nothing of use to put their energy towards, and because they have to survive. The Tegla Laroup Peace Foundation brought instant tangible results to the communities it targeted. I grew up in a pastoral environment where life was really hard because of the local conflicts between the tribes and people stealing cattle. All of this on top of conditions that were hard to start with. I was lucky. I had talent and was able to make a success out of running, and I felt that I wanted to give things back to the community I grew up in. In 2006, Tegla Laroup was named a United Nations Ambassador of Sport. She is also a member of the Champions for Peace, a group of 54 famous elite athletes committed to serving peace in the world through sport. Tegla wants to bring peace to her community, her continent, and her planet. Call to action. You. Take 14 minutes right now to identify how you can be an asset to your community. Make plans to do some community service.
Okay, so I'll get right back to the screen here once I get the music going. What an incredible video. I just love the diversity behind these videos. There it is. So we'll take 6 minutes to jot down your thoughts on the question here. About 1 minute left. All righty. I hope that that gave you enough time to get some good thoughts out. And let's switch over to our trainer of the day. So today is Fabulous Friday, and I am so grateful that we get to learn from Lily each and every week. She spends about an hour with us to share with what's working for her and her business, but more importantly, to really just share with us how we can make our businesses better. And like a lot of us on the call today, Lily is a dreamer, a big dreamer, and for a long time worked for Rich Dad Poor Dad as a Spanish coach for Latin countries, and became a real estate agent in 2006, where she helped hundreds and hundreds of families. And Lily is from Peru, however, has lived in Salt Lake City, Utah since 1996. And her dreams of financial freedom have haunted her for many years. But thanks to the Renatus education and this entire program, Lily has been able to reach financial freedom. She's been able to completely exit the rat race. All of her expenses are completely covered by rental real estate, and that is so incredibly inspiring. And now what Lily is really focused on is helping other people achieve this, as well as working on creating enough passive income to not just cover her her basic expenses, but also her luxuries as well. So make sure to take notes. We have a lot to learn from Lily. Good morning, Lily. How are you today?
Good morning, fantastic, like always. And I have to apologize that I missed last Friday. Some unexpected events happened. I mean, I have to say, delightful events. Actually, last week on a Wednesday night, my husband and I decided to go to Cancun, and we bought the tickets. He said, we're leaving, we're going. And I think part of that is because we have our dream goals and we have our vision board and what we want to do. So when the time comes, we don't think it twice. It's like, you know what, this is what we're going to do. And it was for a Valentine's Day and for a President's Day. So we have to, use those days wisely. And yeah, actually, I have to tell you that I had a blast. I had a wonderful time um enjoying what I love, the sea. I love the sea, I love the beach, I interact with dolphins. And I don't know, I mean, I'm not here to tell you my experiences. I just want to share with you my excitement of living the life. Anyone can do that. Anyone can live the life that you want. I mean, it may not be the same way that I like, but just find what exactly is that you want, what exactly is that what you like. But yeah, I have to tell you that I'm so happy. And I needed the vitamin C, SEA. I needed that. So I'm glad I got some. Anyway, so today, well, actually, today is the 19th, right? We're almost about the ending of February. It's like 2 months already on the 2021 is passing by. So it's time to check. I mean, how's my progress? How am I doing? Before I go into that, I want to ask you how you guys are doing with the 10-day real estate challenge. Are you enjoying it? Is your people coming with you? Are you using this tool to invite other people to be part of this, like people that are not part of Renatus? If you haven't, it's time, perhaps it's time to do it again, to invite them. Even it's already what, today will be the 5th day, still invite them. Have them taste a little bit of what we have here in Renatus. It may not be for everyone, but just do your job, do your part, and you will see the results. So yeah, um, exactly. That's the meaning of financial freedom. Exactly. Do whatever you want when you want. And I know everyone is capable of doing it. I mean, many of you already know my story. I mean, it's not like I born this way. I at one point I only have $5 in my pocket, and I was deciding what I'm going to do with my life. I mean, should I give up, go back to my country, or fight for my dreams? You know, and yeah, and that's what I did. That's what I did. I said, I'm gonna just take this as a challenge, and find ways. Maybe at that time, back, I mean, 20 years ago, I didn't know how I'm gonna do it, but I know what I wanted. I knew what I wanted at that time, but I didn't know how. And that's maybe what we're gonna talk today about, because sometimes we are like, I'm doing this, it's not working, and we get stuck. So maybe it's time to or learn to rewire ourselves, rewire yourself, condition your mind. What exactly are we doing to condition our minds? What exactly are we doing to start seeing what is right instead of what is wrong? Because our mind tends to see what is wrong, who to blame to, for our mistakes, or what's wrong in the world, or what's wrong with the economy, or what's wrong with the new presidency. I mean, whatever, let's check the right in everything. And our life will start, and we will start seeing different things. It will be in a more positive attitude. That's what I do all the time. I try to resume the news. I don't want to try to check every details of the news. I just want to see what's going on. Maybe just check the bullet points. That's it. I don't really get much into detail because that um, wastes me somehow. I mean, I need to be surrounded with people that lift me, that makes me be a better person. That's why, and we already know this, networking, or the person that the people that we surround ourselves, plays great role, an important role in our progress, in our growing. Actually, in fact, yesterday I went to this investors meeting, to know more people, and I'm glad I'm interacting more with people with that speak English only. Remember, I think I mentioned this too before, that in the past, like years ago, I didn't want to take that leap. You know what? Finding a lot of excuses why not to do it. You know, because I have my own limitations. We're going to talk that out in a moment, and how we can remove those limitations and move forward. You know. But anyway, so my question is, I mean, not my question, one of my points is, let's rewire ourselves. Let's unlearn to learn again. What do I need to learn? Learn the things that are going to make me grow, that will make me be a better person. So what exactly will take? Sometimes takes some pain or some inspiration to break through, right? So I'm wondering, what is it to you that you are here? What does it takes to you to break through? You know, uh, think about your life. I mean, are you living the life that you like? Are you having the time that you want? Think about what you want, what you need, what you desire, and think about what would it take to break through, to make this happen, um, to 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 I don't know, to enjoy life. So basically, think about this also, like problems are a gift because allow us to grow. Sometimes, I mean, in this comes to me, you know, sometimes we want life to be easy and fantastic, but how are we gonna grow if we don't face problems, if we don't face challenges, you know? Especially when we're doing fix and flips, there's always challenges, you know? And I learned to deal with those, and right now, the challenge or the problem that was like a big problem to me in the past doesn't bother me anymore because I know how to handle it. So what it is every time we face new problems and we conquer them, then we grow, right? And that's the point. We grow. We grow every time we face challenges. So when you have a problem, don't complain. You can say, good. How I'm gonna face it, how I'm gonna solve, how I'm going to solve this, you know? Good. And that's what I heard in one of one show. This guy all the time said when something was wrong, he said, good. Well, why good? We're having a problem here. I said, well, yeah, but the problem will allow you to change. When you have difficulties, you will find ways to solve it. Your mind will find for solutions. You will be more creative. So good. When people say to you, no, I don't like this education, and I mean, you're doing your best, well, good. Well, you will find other ways, other people, you know, or you will reinvent yourself. Maybe find, if I'm talking to people and I'm not converting to sales, must be something I'm doing wrong, right? But it's not to blame you to feel bad. Well, I mean, how can I change? What I can do better? You know, let's talk to others that are converting more or doing more sales to see what they're doing. You know, so find the good in everything. Um, so the how I'm gonna do it, how I can make money is not a problem. The problem is the story you tell yourself. You know, so if you say, I don't know how to do it, I won't do it, I worked 8 hours, I have 3 kids, or I'm busy, whatever you tell yourself, that's your story, you know? And even if you just attend a lot of seminars to find the how, it may not work if you don't change your story. What is the story that you tell about yourself? You know, what is the story that you, and I've been in this situation so many times, justifying myself what I'm not succeeding in a specific area because I was believing my own stories. Remember the story, like I said, nah, I don't speak good English. I think I'm good in the Spanish market. I mean, there is a lot of people there. I mean, why bother to grow in this area? I'm okay. Well, that was my story, and in that area. The other stories as well. I'm fine with 100K. You know, it's okay. Well, that's your story. But if you want to grow, you have to tell you different stories about yourself. What are you capable of doing? You know. So what other thing I want to say is work in your internal world. You know, work in yourself. Work in your mind. Discipline your disappointments. Discipline your disappointments. We're going to have a lot of disappointments in this industry, in marketing or in real estate investing. A lot of disappointments. So what? That's okay. Change your mindset. Say, I'm growing. Yeah, it's not what I wanted, but I'm growing. Find a solution and see the good thing in it. as I said, we don't have problems, we have challenges. And basically, all sufferings is not on the fact, it is on the perception of the fact, right? So it's not on the fact of suffering. Maybe it's my choice to suffer if I wanted to. Let's give an example. Um, I hate my job. I don't have enough money, and I keep suffering about it because that's the story that I told, and that's my perception. I could have said, you know what, I have this job because I need the money for now, and I'm gonna work in this job for I don't know, for another year. But I don't already have a plan. After a year, I'm gonna quit because after a year, I'm gonna acquire enough passive income to cover my basic needs, or at least some of my basic needs. But I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna make sure how my time is worth it, how I can make more money with my time, how can I build my own business, you know. So when you change the how you perceive the problems, will change your mind, will change your life, basically. And it's not easy. I know it's not easy. Sometimes when we're going through the problems, it's like, oh gosh, when is gonna be my turn, when is gonna happen. And I did it so many times, but what I'm telling you right now is what I did because I practice it, because I assist to seminars, attend to seminars, surround my people with that lift me up, because it doesn't come naturally from me. It won't come naturally from anyone, because we are usually surrounded by negative people. So we have to change that, you know, and I condition myself to think differently. So well, again, tell you the truth. So what my other question is, what are the limiting beliefs that keep you stuck? Think about it. What are the limiting beliefs that you have that doesn't let you break through? Think for a moment. And you may think, oh, I don't have any. You may, but why am I stuck in this level of financial? What am I there? Think about yourself. I mean, you may say, well, I'm not good at sales. I think I'm not good at fix and flip. Or you may say, I want to do it, but maybe next time. You know, I found a deal, but next time when I'm ready. When it's going to be ready? When are you going to be ready? Take massive action, you know. You are ready. I mean, you will learn in the process. You know, you will learn along the way. If you have the knowledge that Renatus provides to us, we don't have to worry. And we have the community as well. So basically, what are your limitations to grow? What are your goals basically for this year? I mean, again, it's already February. Have you done your goals? And if you haven't, don't stress. Start doing your goals, and have your vision board. Do your incantations. Or affirmations, incantations, uh, and start working on that. Start working on your goals. But if you don't know what you want, how are you gonna get it? You may say, I want money. Well, here's $1. Well, you have to be more clear on what exactly you want. You know. So what are your new beliefs? What's your new story that you want to tell yourself? What's your new story to move forward and achieve your goals? Think about it. What is your new story? And that story, you have to tell it yourself. You have to encant yourself with your story. You know, you can say, I'm a powerful person. You know, I'm going to make this amount of money this year, or I'm making this amount of money this year. I'm a happy person. I enjoy living life. Whatever you want to say to yourself, you know. But again, have to find that when you're putting your goals, you have to find not the how, but the why. Why I want to go deeper and go deeper. One of your whys, excuse me, when you're doing your goals, if you haven't done it or you can redone your goals, actually think about how this goal will transform my life, how this goal will transform my life and others, you know. Why this goal would excite me to do it? What would it mean to me? Well, I mean, what am I going to achieve? Why? So the why is the power thing that you need to conquer. You know, and you need to be clear on what you want. Again, clarity is power. You know, get clear on what you really want and where you really are and where you want to go. So, okay, this is what I right now. This is how much money I make. These are my expenses, and I want to be this way. This is what I am right now, and this is what I want to be. No, this is what I am right now, and this is what I want to be. Yeah, you can do that. And can you write it? So you have a map now, and then you can start filling the gaps. What do I need to do? Renatus has an excellent opportunity to close those gaps. And we have a product, as I said before, that makes money when you use it and makes you money when you refer it. I mean, when you sell it, it's no brainer. I mean, honestly, and then take time, to use this product that you already bought to make money for you. Okay. Excuse me. So, as I said before, well, tell your story and remember, progress is happiness. I mean, we have even the small progress that you make. Tell yourself, I'm glad I'm doing this. Congratulate yourself for each little progress that you make every day. I make 20 calls this day. I make 20 new contacts this day. Yay. Yay. The progress can be, I'm consistent in my making money activities. Yay. So don't focus when, for instance, talking about referring an education, or what I call, actually what I do is money making activities. So when I make my phone calls, I don't really have the in mind that they're gonna say, yes, I want to join Renatus, or yes, this is a property that I have for you. No, I just want to tell them what I'm doing. And my normal questions, they may say yes, they may say no, that's fine. I'm gonna just do my 20 contacts or my 15 or my 10 contacts every day, and I'm completing my goal. I know if I do that, I will have different results. In fact, I have during those calls, and I think I mentioned this to you the other day, I got this lady say, hey, I have this problem with this house. And I don't know if you can help me. Of course. And we analyze, and I think we're going to close next week. I mean, how I get that? From a person just calling, talking to people and offering solutions. I usually say, hey, as you know, first of all, I usually start with a question like a what they call building rapport. Say, how are you doing? How COVID is treating you? How is this new year for you? Are you, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And after I say, hey, as you know, I'm an investor, a real estate investor, and I'm looking for properties that I can buy cash. Who do you know that is having problems paying their mortgages, or having issues, any type of issues that I can solve? Oh, I don't know any, but if I know, I'll let you know. I know that answer, and that's okay, because I know the person will think of me next time. And then I said, well, also, have you ever been thinking about investing in real estate? I don't want to be a real estate agent. And then I show more. And if they show interest, then I set up an appointment, send a link or something. And remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. And since I'm not a good follow-up people, I hired someone to do it for me, because I will lose most of my deals then. So one thing I also want to remind you, you don't have to overwhelm yourself. If you have an 8-hour job already, then you have to have someone to help you, someone to follow up the deals for you. And you may think, but I have to pay someone. Yes, you have to pay someone to help you. Don't think about expense. Think about investment, because that will make you grow. Okay. And that took for me so many years to hire people to work on myself. Don't wait that. I mean, right now that I'm living the experience of hiring people and helping me out, I think I will have not only one, maybe 2 or 3 more assistants to help me out. Imagine myself in Cancun living the life, and my assistant was working with my deals, with my contacts for the 10-day challenge. I was like, this is life. Anyway. Okay, so let's work unexpected problems. Let's work on solutions. Okay.
There was a question in the chat, Lily.
Sure.
Sorry to interrupt. Sindral asked, who did you get to help you follow up? And how did you find that person?
Oh, well, it takes time. And sometimes you won't find the right person right away. This is not like a marriage that you have to be stuck with the same person, but I found this person in my community. So far, so good. So far, it's a good marriage. So far, we are doing okay. So that's how I find it, in my community, in real estate investing people. The one thing that I used Cinderella, is because I know the drive system, I want to make sure that the person that I'm going to hire gets along with me and I go by the drive systems. I'm intellectual director, no, excuse me, director intellectual. So the person that I hire is intellectual related. So at least we have some things in common that I don't have, that I mean, when I work with this person, I think most of the tasks that I request are done in the way that I want it to be done. Okay, hopefully I answer your question. So use the drive system. Okay, so one more thing I want to mention to you, it's about focus on what you have, on what you want, not on what you don't have. You know, and something is something we do without noticing. Like, I don't have, if I will have this, if I will have the time, I will do this. If I will have the money, I will do this, you know? But I just focus on what you have right now and what you want. Focus on what you want. You know what? I want, if you want, like for instance, Syndrome, so are you getting the leads? No, what? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Can you just read it, Julie?
So are you the one getting the leads? And then what are they saying in the follow-up? So you're getting your own leads, you're just having the assistant do the follow-ups. And
No,
then...
follow-up is for scheduling one-on-one with me. So basically, when I get the leads and then I put in a spreadsheet, and she has access to that. So I put the comments. So she just organize the leads that are weak, the leads that have potential, and then she usually send it depends. I mean, it depends on the conversation. I put my notes. This needs to work more. So sometimes she just said, well, no, actually no. Let me rephrase this. She depends on the comments that I put in the notes. She set up a 15-minute appointment, a Zoom appointment, so I get to know these people. Sometimes if I know this person is ready, we send the 5 pillars of wealth in Spanish, or I can invite them to the 5 pillars of wealth and live that Michael does. It depends, you know, that's how I filter the people. So, and she is the one that send the links, send the reminders, send follow-ups with them, because I will forget. So once they saw the 5 pillars of wealth, and she just reminds me, hey, you have to call this person. She already said it. She already seen this link, and some of them don't answer anymore. That's okay. I don't stress about it, because I already filter them, because they already know the value of the education, and they're not willing to invest in education right now, and that's okay. They may not be ready. So she just sends text to them, follows. We have special scripts that she knows what I want to be said, and so she sent it to them. And she always said, I'm Lily's assistant, and I'm just following up with you. And if you want more time with her, let me know, so we can schedule that. And that's the follow-up what we do. And they say, yeah, I want to know more. Then we do a follow-up with me one-on-one. So she does those schedules for me and reminds them. Okay, I don't know if I answered your question. Hopefully I did. And it's been working good so far. But also, I mean, excuse me. Well, the thing is that I've been learning also myself not to be wasted. In the past, when January started, I took 45 minutes to do a briefing with them. So they got excited. Yeah, I want to do this. What I did in that 45-minute briefing, I did a kind of a house tour of the things that I did myself, and then I send them the 5 pillars of wealth, and then a follow up. But some people got to say, yeah, I don't know, I know the value, I don't want to continue with it. So I realized, you know what, no, 45 minutes of my time just for the briefing is too much. So I've been sending them, if there's only 15 minutes of my time, or I send the briefing for Michael Higgins. That's what I do when people want to know more. And again, it depends on the interest that I see in the person, in the lead, in the person that I'm following up. Make sense? Okay, hopefully it does. Yay. Well, now Just one more thing I want to mention is that be careful for the words that come out of your mouth. Wait, am I saying bad words? Am I swearing? No, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you say, and maybe you don't notice it. She's like, I wish I could have money. You know, if I mean, whatever you say in your mouth, from your mouth will come a reality. You know, or you can say, sometimes we say, you know, life is unfair. You know, we have to pay taxes a lot. Whatever you hear out there, you just repeat it. Stop doing that. Programming the words that you want to say. So because again, the words come reality. So I usually say life is beautiful because it is. For me, it is. Not because I have the money right now, it's because I want to see it that way. Life is beautiful to enjoy it. I usually say, you know, in English, actually, my vision board, I see people signing contracts. I see the money coming in my check, in my bank account. I have pictures of that. I have pictures of my passive income amount that I want, and I live in it. Yeah. But not only the amount, but I also find out why I want this passive income, because whatever, you know, and then I live the moment. When I say I want this amount of passive income because I want the freedom, because I want to help others, because I want to create more things. So, but when I say that, I live that. I have the feeling, and that's what we need to match the feeling and the goals. When that happen, you know, the universe will find a way. You remember when once was said, I think I remember the name of the president, I think was Kennedy. He said, we're in 10 years, we're going to the moon. He didn't know how. He just said it. He stated, we're going to the moon. That's how you also can say, I'm gonna make this amount of money. I'm gonna live this life. Or then you don't worry about how right now. Just declare it. Put it in your mind. And then you start working on the house, you know, on the structure on the house. But say it with your own words. Did you remember? I think I mentioned this to you when I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, back in 2004, I think. And I was I was working at a call center at that time, and I loved that book. So I carried it all over. I wanted to share to people, but people was not. Some people were not willing to listen to what I say. I just wanted to share my excitement. And I think a year after, this girl asked me, "Are you rich yet?" And I wasn't. Of course, I wasn't. I still was working in a call center. But I decided at that moment, I knew that it was a different life that I wanted to do. I knew that what I knew. I already knew that I want a different life, but at that moment I knew how to go. At that moment I knew that real estate was what I was looking for. And I said, well, no yet, but my richness was not, no, richness is the word. My wealth was not in the money, it was in my mind at that time. My wealth was in my mind because I was working on my mind. Okay. So again, decide what, state a declaration, decide what you want to do, state a declaration, and figure the strategy later. So don't stress about the strategy right now. Just say it what you want, right? And feel it. Because you say, I want 100K. If you're asking yourself or you're declaring it, you know, you have to say it. I don't say it can be 200, 300, a million. I don't know what you want, but let's say for now 100. I'm making 100K. I'm making 100K. I believe in it. And then you put the strategy. What are you gonna do to make that amount of money? You know, it can be about real estate commissions or renters commissions or fix and flips, whatever. And it can be done. Yesterday, I met this guy, and he's a Latino too. And that's how but he only speak English though. So I was like, how do you speak the language of heaven? Anyway, so he had 18 properties. I said, do you have it? And he was about 35, 38, something like that. Do you have 18 properties? Yeah, I have 18 properties. And I was talking to him, you know, and he did a lot, but he was missing some part of knowledge about taxes, about cost segregation. He said, I'm paying a lot in taxes right now, but that's okay. So why it's okay? I'm paying all of my mortgages right now. And then what are you going to do if everything is paid off? Well, I don't have to worry about the payment. Yeah, but all of your money will be in your properties, right? And have you thought about HELOCs? What is that? I was like, you know? So then usually the fact that you seen, oh, he already knows, he has a lot of properties, what can I teach him? No, don't give up on that, because even if this guy had a lot of properties, he still needed to learn some strategies that we know how it's done. Okay, so another thing that I want to say for you, we are not the manager of our circumstances, we are the creators of our life. Okay, remember, say, oh, this is the life that I have and I have to live this life. No, no, we create our lives. We create our lives. Sometimes takes time, but we can do it. They sign for guests and leads. Okay, please unite. Okay. And then one more thing I want to mention real quick is the incantation, incant yourself. You know, I mean, I love yourself. I love myself. I love myself, and that's one of my goals this year. Like, I want to, be like, being in love with myself and understand my purpose in life. How can I do it? And I have that in my vision board. And in my vision board is the sunset in the beach. I mean, there's a lot of things that I love to do. Is the nature, the mountains. So when the time comes again, I don't think it twice. I just do it, take it, because I'm just rewiring myself with the things that I like, the thing that I want. Okay, so become a person of action. I mean, we're talking about this. There's 5 calls a week, and you listen from everyone. But the question is, what do you do? What did you do? You just take notes and then think about it, or you take action? Or you take action. Don't stress about failing. Don't stress about do things wrong. Just take action. Because you have the knowledge. Take action, and you will learn along the way. You will learn to leave your fears away. I mean, I also have fears sometimes, but I have to conquer them anyway. So be a person of action. As I said, get clear on what you want, and get clear on who you really are, and where you want to be. Program your brain, and your brain program your brain on what you want, and your brain will start looking for answers. Okay, so yes, I want to just share with you guys that, and I'm excited for a new weekend, and excited for the snow, and excited for and grateful for be alive, grateful to have feelings that I can smell, I can see, I can hear everything. I have to be grateful. I want to be grateful for everything. Grateful for you guys, that you guys are here every morning, and hopefully I empower you somehow, but you empower me more, because I feel like I'm useful, and I can use the talent that Heavenly Father gave me in favor of others. And that's what makes me grow as well. Thanks, Kelly.
Wow, Lily. Go ahead,
You're
Mike. Did you
awesome,
want to share
Lily.
something?
Thanks, guys.
I just want to say, like, for those who are here and paying attention and taking notes, like, Lily just dropped so many gold nuggets, and to be spending time on these calls, just absorbing her mindset and just being around people with this type of mindset is more powerful than any of us have any idea. So I took a lot of notes. This was a fantastic training, Lily. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Does anyone have any questions or anything they want to share real quick?
Oh, thanks, Andres. Thanks, Luis.
Incredible training. Thank you so much, Lily.
I just want to thank you, Lily.
Oh, thank you.
Gold nuggets. It's awesome. Very awesome. So thank you for your, your great mindset and your great training. So
thank you. That all of us can do that. I think all of us can grow that way. And one of my goals actually is be the person that I can empower others, but not only to empower them, but this person can empower others as well. And then we can become a great community, a great country. So yeah.
I love it. Just the more time we spend around these type of people, the type of people that we have in this community, then we begin to embody these types of things, and then we spread that out with everyone that we talk to. So just keep coming to these calls and just keep soaking up what our trainers have to say. And I wrote down a challenge for myself from Lily's training today, just throughout the day today, to really hone in on and be aware of my thoughts and the things that I'm saying, and just to be more aware throughout the day of the things that I'm telling myself, the stories that I'm telling myself, and how to adjust those so that they're serving me. So I challenge everybody else to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really what sometimes, we forget to think is the ripple effect of what we got. Like Lily, you learned this from many, many mentors, coaches, and you're sharing it with us. And now we're learning it from you. And we're also sharing it for our family and whoever, the person we meet up with. So it's the ripple effect of it is huge.
Mhm.
And we should not underestimate, the power of it. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like your energy as well. Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Also, Lily, you know, one of the action items you did, you found out what you were not good at. Is you didn't like doing it, so you hired somebody else to do it, and that takes a lot of courage of letting your baby go. That in that part of your business, and so when I grow up, I'm going to be like you.
No, you're already
Great.
great.
Great training. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Hey, Mike.
All righty. Well, thanks again, Lily. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you on the dream call.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.